Welcome. My name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just turned 5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday for me. Um, Markets are not open yet except for the crypto. Um, 3 hours away. So we'll see how things are situated. Welcome, Tom.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah. Well, quiet weekend. Well, lots of stuff being done, but yeah. Didn't have anything, no bus driving. So, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note any trades discussed in this group are to be classed as educational only. That's because we're a group of people help each other, and we are not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure there, a little bit about us as live session traders. So things turned around a bit at the end of the week. I was up positive on my account, and then I woke up on my Saturday morning it is, and I was in a negative state. So it just,
Oh, really?
yeah. Things have just turned around on a lot of the pairs. Uh, where are we? You can see the chart? No?
Yeah, I can see the chart.
Yeah, good, lovely. I didn't know. I was talking. Didn't know what I was clicking on. Um, right, do that. Have a look up. Yeah, no, there's a lot of negative trades. The only CAD AUD, NZD, and a couple of the other CHF, JPY that only positive, lots of negative ones. So things have sort of turned around on me, fortunately. But we'll go through pairs and have a look. Okay, AUD CAD. Well, trend bar hasn't changed. I think Darren's on a 3/4 on this one. It pushed back down again, so it did pull up there. Trend bar hasn't changed though, so still going south at the moment. Now it hasn't broken this low here. And then there's another low, and it certainly broke the long and pushed back down. Near the end of the week, it pushed up nicely, but finished off a little bit flat. What do we got here? There won't be any interest rate change. Balance of trade, fair enough. And unemployment rate in Canada. Now, the only thing that's going to sort of push stuff around this week, there is non-farm payroll later in the week, but I think it's the start of this week. I think Tuesday, your Tuesday, Wednesday or something, there's supposed to be, this is where a whole lot of new tariffs are going to be put in place, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, so that's going to probably push the market around a fair bit because it's really a more of an international shock than anything. There's also the stock market, but we're not in that it when we're trading this anyway. So that'll be this week's story, I think. Right, AUD saying nothing really. Um, it was to buy, it pulled back down, up, back down again. It's really not doing a lot in one direction at the moment. So I'm not sort of trading out. It's still sort of creating lows. Um, so yeah, let's have a look and see what you've got up there on your bricks. AUD a bit of a non-event from a brick perspective, is it?
Correct. I'm not doing anything with this yet.
No. but it looks like it could buy without breaking the low. But like, there is no oh
Yeah, I got a feeling it's you see that yellow line right there?
yeah,
I got a feeling it's coming down to that.
right. Even though you got a green line, but you got a yellow line, but then you got this target thing. Okay.
And it says short.
Up here it says short, yeah. And then you've got these two yellows with a wick down, wick up, which creates sort of a bit of a sideways movement, same as it sort of did there. But it tends to, when it does sort of like two like this, it does tend to go off in a direction though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's your 3 count.
Yeah. Okay.
So I do
Right.
have a trade. Let's not misunderstand. I do have a trade set up.
But
It's
you have
underneath
it.
that low,
Yeah, correct.
but I'm not sure it's going to reach it. If it doesn't reach it, it's going to take off for sure. But
Yeah.
that yellow line right there is
Hmm.
is a tell that it's possibly going to come back to it because that's the equal high to the low to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it'll be out here somewhere. Yeah, there.
So it may pull back up first,
Hmm.
or it just may continue to slam down and tap it
Hmm.
and then go.
Yeah. So as you said, you've got something set up that if it does push down, it's there. Ready?
And if not, it's not going to break the low anyway.
No. Okay.
So this is one of those prove me wrong moments. It says it's going
Yeah.
down. I'll assume it's going down.
Yeah, but you're also sitting in a relatively safe situation. So, okay, good. But yeah, the daily saying it's going to drop off, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Well, that's why I'm not in any trade on that as well. ADJPY, I'm in a buy, and it was good. It was pushing up nicely, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the week, it just like stuck back down. That's what these things do when you're trading these sort of longer term timed. And JPY has been a little bit unpredictable last. You can see it's sort of like pushing up, down, up, down. It's we'll see what happens this week. But it's still, I'm in a double buy on this one. Hasn't made the 3/4 quite yet. Right, AUD NZD for buy. Now that's good. That pushed up nicely. I'm in positive on that. Mm. So what does that look like over here? Oh, that doesn't look too good, does it? Not from a, well, it looks good from potentially got a lower high now and it could sell out.
Worked out well for me. I took that buy and then got out and profited.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to
Yeah.
let it run for a couple days, or at least a few candles,
You mean bricks?
bricks.
Yep.
And let's see which way it goes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's sort of at a decision point, is it? That's what you sort of,
It is to me because it says it's going down on the higher time frame,
yeah, yeah.
and yet it's
And
pulling back on the lower time frame, but it says it's going down the lower time frame. So
yeah,
again, I'm
yeah.
in my prove me wrong state.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I'm just hanging in for it to potentially potentially buy. Okay. This is interesting. It's like they're sort of different views. Okay. Of the same, exactly the same pairs and same sort of price and just different views. All right. AUD Singapore. Yeah, it's just sitting in that middle, not really. And you don't trade Singapore anyway. Okay, AUD USD. Again, that's a weird sort of a thing. I'm not in a trade on this. I'm pretty sure Darren's on a 3/4 down. Yeah, but trend bar hasn't changed. So it did a little pullback, but it's still pushing down. Again, we'll see how those tariffs tend to push the market around. Okay, CAD CHF. This is one that I'm in a double buy, but it's pulled back. Let's see what chip what am I? Yeah, it's still negative on, slightly negative on both of those trades because of that pullback here. I was in a nice positive. All right. I'm looking at that to buy further. I mean, after a big drop like that, it depends. It could drop further, but let's see HFs anyway. KJ, double trade on this one. Was pushing up nicely. It's come back. I think, yeah, I'm positive on this still because it's got in somewhere around this green. So whatever that distance is up there, still in this, but it has created a low high. Just got to be cautious though, because it could push higher and then take that out and create a new low high as well. Anyway, as pulled down, so we'll just see what happens at the start of the week. CHF JPY. Got 1/3 out of it. Pulled back, it pushed up. Hasn't quite made the rail yet, but there is another. And my stop profit is somewhere down here, I think. So we'll just see. It's safe anyway. Right, AUD, yeah, Euro AUD. So then, double sell on this, and it pulled back up. So we had that red to green to red to green. We'll just see whether it did break the short there, then pulled up, but did break the low. So there's all these signs that it's going to sell out, and it pushed up so nicely there. Welcome, Deb. Your Sunday evening. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Rightio. So I don't know. Still, I'm in double sell on this. Same as Euro CAD, double sell on this. It was positive and it's pulled back up to the rail. And the trend bar has changed green. Now, this could be a sign that, for me to get out of that. Anyway, so I'm in a slight negative on that one. But, yeah, double sell trade. I'm pretty sure Darren is as well. He's in a couple of trades on that one because it got the short and he was in somewhere there. I think I was slightly later because of spread. I'm not spread margin. I'm actually had margin call, so I've got. It might sell. It might just close off some of my trades because the way the market was at the end of the week. We'll see if it keeps going like that. It will close off trades automatically. USCHF again. That's a sell, but push back up. Yeah, I'm not in any of that. Euro GBP. I'm pretty sure Darren's in a 3/4, but push back up. Yeah, we'll just see But it's a significant push up. Like this is just, stop hunting, I think, to a certain extent. And then it'll just drop off. Euro JPY for sell. Which it's the only one, like it was pushing up here. I was thinking about getting out of it. Stop losses up there. But it basically just pushed back down on at the end of the week. It was the only one I was a bit more concerned about. It doesn't mean it won't push up and stop me out. But yeah, because it's still got a green trend bar there. Euro NZD. Oh, Euro NZD, I'm in 2 sells on that. And I'm in a drawdown situation with it. It has turned green in the trend bar. Not nice, but well, again, after a big push up, this is the same situation as Euro AUD. Everything's sort of saying that it's going to sell out, but it is pushing up. All right, Euro Singapore. We're sort of in this situation where we've taken, like I'm in 18 trades or something. Yeah, 18 trades, and things are sort of now leveling around and pulling back to sort of entry or beyond a bit. I'm waiting for it to go in the direction that I had the trade for a more longer term. Look at Euro Singapore. God, that's a big push up. So if you got in with a trend bar, it would have actually broken that, unless you had your stop loss up there. Again, it's like this euro is quite consumer confidence, inflation. Wow, that's low. All right. They're in a pretty good situation. Maybe that's why. Anyway, I'm not in any of that trade, and your USD, I'm not in either. But that was selling out nice for a little bit of a pullback. It still does have a red trend bar. So it's not sort of, if you're in there, it's not time to sort of get out yet from my perspective. All right, now let's see what the GBPs are doing. GA. I'm not in any of the, I'm in GBP JPY, but so GBP AUD. I lost 2 trades on this. It came back up, pushed down, pushed back up. I'm just waiting for this pound to retail sales. Okay. For it to drop off on the pound. The pound tends to go from rail to rail and back again. It did this little jump in the middle, pushed out to the other side. I was waiting for it to come back down again. It's not ready yet. But anyway, when it does, we'll get a drop. Maybe the tariffs will be the dropping point or not. It may push it higher even. GBP CAD. Yeah, a lot of these ones, I mean, Darren, you probably can't talk on that, but a lot of the ones that you got in as well as me, we're sort of getting into a drawdown situation on a whole lot of them. So we just see GBP CHF, just not worth going. It just really is a weird pair at the moment. GBP JPY. I'm just waiting for this. Where have I got? Still 300 pips up. So I got a 3/4. I'm waiting for the other, trade to come in, but it did pull back down. It's hovering around this point here. You can see it's pushed to it, pushed away, back to it, pushed away, back to it. And it's waiting for it to get that last sort of push back up. GN, same as GA. It's just pushed down, back up again. It hasn't come to the other side of the rail. Same sort of thing in here. Just pushing back up at the moment. I'm not in any of that trade either. GBP Singapore pushed up a lot higher. Created a new high. Different views. Okay, GBP USD. It looks like the British pound wants to weaken off against the US dollar, but it has sold. But there is no short or anything in there. It's gone green. It's just, let's see what happens this week. It's just way too messy. I think the market's waiting for what's going to happen. NZD CAD. That's selling out nicely. One red triangle and a short, and off it goes, pull back, and then the end of the week it kept selling. So we got red. Now I'm not in that trade. It would have been nice to, but I have too many trades running. And margin's an issue. NZD CHF. Still just sitting inside the rail. It's all pretty messy, that one. NZD JPY. Good for a buy. There was a 3/4 out of it. But I think I lost the trade in there. I'm not in this at the moment, but it's done a little pullback. Just so much change in the trend bar recently. It's hard to. Anyway, hang down and match that here. There's some big moves at the end of the week. NZD USD. It's also, there's a short here now. I don't know. I don't think Darren would want to get in today. Maybe got a 3/4 on it.
Yeah, Sam, Ryan.
Yeah. Okay. No worries at all. Yeah. Okay. So it's shorted back out again now. All right. Well, at least that's sort of one positive. Singapore Japanese yen. That's also two. Pull back from that sort of danger zone in the middle. But that could have been a nice trade. But then, with that pullback, and now it's gone red again. So much chopping and changing. UCAD. Not any trade on this. It is 3/4, but didn't take it. Market's very sort of jittery at the moment, I think. USD CHF. We'll see if these tariffs do anything to the US price. Because they're supposed to save the whole thing. Okay. All right. UJ was going by, and it just sold out on the end of the week. Everything, it's like there's been engulfing candles on basically nearly every pair at the end of the week in either direction. USD and Singapore. So against the Singapore dollar, it just keeps buying. But again, it didn't come out, didn't give us any triangles, but it would be a 3/4 to a buy. Could have been there and then stopped you out, but then starting up again. And gold here at the end of the week, 3,083 or nearly 84. Incredible. It doesn't look like it's going to stop at this point. Pretty sure people are worried about the US economy and they're just buying up gold. Silver, same. It's up against the rail. Bitcoin's dropped off again, back down to 82, 83. Bit of a falter on the weekend. And US oil, that did a pullback on the end of the week as well. Which is a bit ominous, isn't it, really? I don't know. Sort of around that danger zone in the middle there. It's not ready to push off yet. We'll see. And I'm pretty sure Darren's in a single trade on that one.
Yeah. Everything, absolutely everything pulled back apart from, I think for me, apart from NZD USD, which was in for a sell.
Yeah.
That's still going. I think
Yeah.
USD SGD, I'm in that for a buy.
Yeah, but everything, isn't it? Everything right at the end of the week all just went in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Significantly as well, like a big
Yeah.
move in the wrong direction.
Yeah, quite engulfing candles. Yeah. So I got margin calls. So I went from like I don't know, the account from I don't know what percentage, but like from 0.5% up to be bloody 1% down. It's crazy. Yeah, it was a big move on the weekend. Oh, on the last day of trading. Let's see what happens when it opens back up. Anyway, can't do much. Once you're in the trades, you're in the trades.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just see what happens. But I do think that this tariff stuff that's coming out early this week is really it will either push it in further into the direction it is, or it will change direction again.
Yeah.
So anyway, any other sort of insight info?
I think on the tariffs, didn't Trump say he thinks they've had a productive discussion with Canada?
Oh,
that was sort of over the weekend, so that might move
I
things.
don't think he has any productive discussion at all, but
apparently.
Well, we'll see. This person just shifts or waves with the wind.
Yeah.
Threats and counter threats, and then back downs, and then But anyway, he's a busy person. He's there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, let's just see what happens with some of these. I mean, there are potentials to get out of some of the trades because of this change, and that for me, it's changing the trend bar. But I think we just have to wait and see when the market opens and see if it pulls back into another direction or continues on. Anyway, all right. Anything else from you, Tom?
No, sounds good.
No. You in many trades at the moment?
No, I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades.
Yeah. So
I'm up almost 1%, and start of a new week.
Yeah, new week. Let's see what happens. All right then. Until tomorrow, take it easy, everyone, and we'll see which way things move. All right then.
Okay.
Till tomorrow.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.